Morning, and thank you, David, for that nice introduction, and welcome to all of you this morning. We're happy to see such a great turnout. It is truly an honor for me to serve you as the Lieutenant Governor of this great state. I've had the honor to do that for about 3.5 years, and it has been the honor and privilege of a lifetime to serve with. So all of the national media that's traveling with us today, with the Senator, to serve with the hardest working governor in the nation, and that is our great governor, Governor Terry Branstad. We have an amazing opportunity to keep Iowa moving in the right direction, and a lot of it has to do with the leadership and with an incredible Iowa team that you've just had the opportunity to hear from this morning. When Governor Branstad and I took office in 2010, we really ran with the mission of leading Iowa's comeback, and we were facing some significant challenges in this state. And when we won that election, we got right to work, working with the Republicans in the House and the Republicans in the Senate, and we got the state's fiscal house in order. We balanced the budget without raising taxes. We put in place a 2-year and a 5-year projected budget, and we took a $900 million projected deficit and we turned that into a surplus. And because of the decisions that were made early on and the policies that were put in place, today Iowa has a robust and growing economy. We have more Iowans working in our state than at any other time in our state history. We have the 7th lowest unemployment. We have creating over $7 billion of private investment in this state. And I would tell you, we've reduced the size and scope of government. We're down about 1,400 employees since we took office. And we have a more effective, efficient, and accountable government because of innovation, because of technology, and because of collaboration. So we're working hard every single day to make sure that we have the most competitive business climate in the nation. And this is what I like to say. Iowa is a bright spot in the nation. We're going in the right direction, and the federal government is going in the wrong direction. But guess what? We're not done. We're just getting started. We are energized and we're excited about the possibility and about Iowa's future. So you're a big part of helping us make that happen. We're counting on you. We're going to take this race across the finish line in November, and that is the incredible Iowa team that's going to help make that happen. So stay energized, stay engaged, talk to your family, your friends, your neighbors, turn out, and let's all work together to make sure that we continue to keep Iowa moving in the right direction, but also send people to Washington, D.C. that'll turn this country around and get it moving in the right direction too. So now it is my honor and my privilege to introduce, as I indicated, the hardest working governor in the nation, but this is the guy that led Iowa's comeback and will continue to lead Iowa in the right direction to create a growing and vibrant economy to keep our young people right here in the state of Iowa. Governor Terry Branstad.
Wow, thank you very much. I think you can see I've met my match in terms of energy, enthusiasm, and passion to serve the people of Iowa. Kim Reynolds is a great partner. I want to welcome the folks from the national press that are here. Welcome to Iowa. This is a great day because it's raining. And we need rain for the soybean crop. This is, you know, the corn crop looks great, but August is a key month for soybeans, and a really good rain now can help us increase those soybean yields. And by the way, China purchased more soybeans than all the rest of the countries in the world. We have a lot of friends here, Chinese Americans and Chinese students. And you know, I'm really proud to say that the president of China, Xi Jinping, calls me an old friend because he was in my office on the 29th day of April of 1985. And then Luca Baroni took him all over the state of Iowa, and he was so impressed with the friendliness and hospitality of Iowans. And I had the honor when I came back as governor in 2011 to go and meet with him in the Great Hall of the People just off of Tiananmen Square. And then Vice President Xi told me for 45 minutes how much he loved Iowa. And as you all know, we had a reunion here in 2012, and then he brought 20 of his old friends from Iowa for a reunion in Beijing later that spring. So we are very proud that China is not only purchasing soybeans, but pork and now corn. We think before the year is over, the Chinese market will also open up for beef. And Iowa is a growing beef producing state as well. I want to thank all of you for giving me the great privilege and honor to serve as your governor again. And with Kim Reynolds and with you see this great statewide team of candidates we've got. We just have, with Paul Pate coming back to serve as Secretary of State, a job that he's held before and knows how to do well, with Sam Clovis, who came in second in that race for the U.S. Senate, and with his background and experience to be a great treasurer. Of course, we need a CPA, and the opponent is not a CPA, but Mary Mosman is a CPA, and of course, David Bowder was our previous auditor. Because he helped us get our state financial house in order, the Government Accounting Standards Board, which sets accounting standards for all state and local government, chose him to be their chair for the next 7 years. And so he has to commute back and forth to Greenwich, Connecticut. It's a 7-year job, and it pays a lot more than being auditor of the state of Iowa. But I appointed his wife as a district court judge, so he's going to continue to be an Iowa resident, commute to Connecticut. But we have just a great team. Of course, Joni Ernst, our candidate for the U.S. Senate. This is our best opportunity in 30 years to win that Senate seat. She's a farm girl, grew up working hard with a lot of responsibility. Of course, she's a lieutenant colonel in the Iowa National Guard, as is Mary Mosman, our candidate, as is Mary Nat Miller Meeks, who Rand Paul was just campaigning for, and of course, we've got David Young, who has, he can hit the ground running in D.C. because he's worked for Senator Grassley, and we all know there's nobody that works harder or represents Iowa better than Senator Grassley. So David Young has had a great mentor, and he will be a great congressman. We just have a great team. And I'm really encouraged about 2014, because when I ran in 2010, there were 40,000 more registered Democrats and Republicans. Now there are 17,000 more registered Republicans than Democrats, and every month our advantage goes up. In the primary election, only 62,000 people voted in the Democratic primary. They made a huge mistake of having flawed candidates without any primary opposition. You look at Braley and you look at his background, a trial lawyer that has a sense of entitlement, who's been in Congress during the time that we've racked up these huge deficits, the author of Cash for Clunkers, versus our candidate, Joni Ernst, with a farm background, who was an outstanding county auditor in Montgomery County, then came to the Senate, helped us get the state's financial house in order. Not only did we balance the budget, we restored the money the previous administration had taken from the cash reserve and economic emergency account. And we passed the biggest property tax cut in Iowa history, and we passed education reform and our own alternative to Obamacare, the Iowa Health and Wellness Plan. Our goal to be the healthiest state in the nation. We've gone from 19th to 10th, and we're continuing to work hard to achieve that. We are just excited about the interest and the attention that Iowa is getting from these prominent national figures in the Republican Party. And we have a really bright, rising star in the Republican Party that's with us today, and he's been all over Iowa the last couple days. Senator Rand Paul is an ophthalmologist like Marionette Miller Meeks is. He is a United States Senator from Kentucky. He's been able to attract a lot of young people and